Good morning. Bright and early. Okay, you guys, bright and early this morning. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and begin with our daily message. And we're going to get into more intensity in 2 Kings. So thank you all for joining and thank you all for listening at this time. Let's go ahead and begin. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Alright, so we have a beautiful line from Surah 17, line 37. Surah 17 is Al-Isra, the night journey. And Al-Isra sounds like Israel, but really it is translated to the night journey. Again, this is line 17. Let's go ahead and read. Nor walk on the earth with insolence, for thou canst not rend the earth asunder, nor reach mountains in height. Nor reach the mountains in height. Okay. Quickly, I will Google insolence in a second. We know that word has a negative connotation, but what exactly does that mean? Again, the Qur'an, in Arabic, actually, their Arabic language and the Arabic words, right, have very deep meanings. So sometimes we come across these words and we're not actually sure in their entirety what they mean, at least for myself. So we'll go ahead and look into that in just a second. But this would be the closest translation or the best translation for what it would be in Arabic. We've talked about asunder before, right? We'll go ahead and take another look at that as well, because it's been a minute. The mountains and height. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Nor walk on earth with insolence, for thou canst not render the earth asunder, cannot rend the earth asunder, nor reach the mountains in height. Okay, so in regards to how small we are, really, physically. Insolence. And I do apologize, I have the washer going. It's just that time here. Just giving it a second. Getting into the loudest part. Yes, baby. Come on. Okay. Speaking of insolence, right? Excuse me. It is rude and disrespectful behavior. Okay? It's pretty much what I figured. But I was hoping to go a little bit deeper. Rude insolence is a rude, disrespectful act. Okay, so very simple, I guess. This guide, right? Do not walk rudely, disrespectfully, haughtily, for thou cannot rend the earth asunder, nor reach the mountains in height. And asunder, again, means to set apart or to divide or to break into pieces. So with that, right, in our human form, in our human body spacesuits that we take presence in, right? We best not lead by bad example. We best not be rude, right? Inconsiderate, that type of thing. Disrespectful. Just due to our nature, right? We are to act with humility. We are to act with kindness. We are to act with gratitude. Just due to the simple fact that we are not God, right? And not to say that God can be rude and he can be disrespectful, because he is God and he can move mountains and he is bigger than anything that we can imagine. No, we actually represent him, being his creation and living out his spirit and faith. So due to the fact that we represent him, somebody who can move mountains, somebody who can be as big as anything we could ever imagine, we best represent him with respect, right? With the utmost sanctity, okay? So that is that in a nutshell. Okay. And of course we can go down the list with acts of insolence, or what are acts of insolence. We would know, right? We would know. We have ideas. Everybody's perception as well is different. Everybody has their own opinions. I could say all of these little kittens running around right now is very insolent during my reading, but I really have no say against it, honestly. This is my time. There was a bit of a schedule change that I had underwent, so I would have to come on here a little bit early to be able to get this done, at least for the foreseeable future, I would say. This is most of the time, like all the time, when they're not napping, this is their time. Okay, I can't ignore that. But yes, I could say that is insolent, right? But of course, we refrain from insolence, we repent from insolence. And it says specifically here, nor walk on earth with insolence. So this is something also to take in effect, because we're really bringing this into the physical, not so much the metaphysical, right? It's not the idea of rudeness or the idea of insolence. It's truly about the nature at which you walk on the earth, right? We do so with humility. We do so with kindness. We do so with respect for everybody around us and who we meet and say hi to, right? So do not walk on the earth with insolence. Very much a physical demand here. So I guess I'll add this into the title here. I think this is actually a good, succinct title. I'm not going to make it too wordy, as I tend to do. Yes, it's a physical way of being, right? To walk on the earth, to be present in everybody's day-to-day lives. I can tell you, I have not been out walking in a minute. Every few days or so, I'll have a few errands to run. But most of the time, it's just me here, going straight to work on the computer, such and such. But when I do, right, I know sometimes it's hard. It's hot in most places. It's hot. You can be a little bit exasperated when going out and trying to enjoy the day. It can be a little bit tiresome at times. We might have a little bit of attitude with each other here and there. But we do our best, right, to walk with kindness and respect when we go out and face the world. Because what are we doing? We're representing our God. We're representing Allah, really in human form. So we should hold that to such a standard, right? Yes, so that is that. I will leave you with this. I apologize for the insolent washing machine in the background. Bear with me here. I'd love to get into 2 Kings and tell you all about what's going on there. So, stay tuned. I'll be with you in just a moment. Let's see how I can get this spacing. Okay. God bless you guys. Thank you, thank you.